Now, when you wander through your local supermarket, you likely see shelves lined up with products boasting about the benefits of probiotics.
But what exactly are they,
Yeah.
and why are they suddenly popping up in everything from yoghurt to drinks? Well, we're joined now by Dr. Sara to shed some light on this situation.
Hi, Sara.
Hey, hi.
Morning, good to see you. So,
well, look, probiotics. Yeah, they are these live bacteria and yeasts that we take in either through foods or through supplements that are claimed to help balance our natural gut bacteria. You might have heard of them being called the friendly bacteria or the good bacteria. And they tend to contain the bacteria strains Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, but they can have other things as well.
So before we knew what we were missing, how did we get this in our diet?
So we've been eating fermented foods for centuries, and it's in fermented foods originally that they came about. So things like kefir and yogurts, miso, which is a Japanese type of condiment made out of fermented soybeans.
Yes, the soup, right?
Oh, I love
yeah,
that.
miso, exactly. You can get it in fermented sauerkraut.
So if you pickle vegetables, you'd get it.
Yeah, exactly. If you ferment them, yeah.
If you get it in normal yoghurt, just any everyday yoghurt would have it.
If it says live on it, then yes, a live yoghurt means that it's got these bacterium in them. But if it's just a not live one, a standard one, then no.
So why do we need them?
Why do we need? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, look, we need the healthy balance of gut bacteria. Firstly, because it aids the digestion of food, which means that we're getting the right nutrients from our foods. We know that it can help. A good gut can help support our immune system. It helps with our gut-brain axis, which essentially means that our brain and our stomach and our gut are communicating.
It's all linked, isn't it?
It's all linked together. So for healthy cognition, brain function, and mood. But nowadays, unfortunately, we've got a lot of lifestyle issues that are inhibiting how well we are managing our gut. So things like our diet with ultra-processed foods, antibiotic use, infections, illnesses, stress, even certain medications that we take that can affect it.
So how much research and scientific evidence is there to back this up?
Look, there are various claims out there. Some of them have more science to them than others. We know that, for example, we can use probiotics to help manage traveller's diarrhea, to try and prevent traveller's diarrhea. And there are several studies showing a modest benefit there. We know that we can use them if you're taking antibiotics to try and help rebalance our good bacteria within our guts. There's also evidence to show that it can be used in patients with IBS and that it may help with managing the pain symptoms associated with IBS.
So let's go through how people can get it into their diet. So what have you got here?
OK, so we've got kefir here, which is essentially a thinned-down yoghurt that's fermented, that's mixed with a fermented grain called kefir. I think it tastes like yoghurt. So you've got a drink version of it over there.
Yeah, this one.
So there's that one, and actually the yoghurt one next to it here.
Oh, right, this one.
This one here is another version of a kefir.
Oh, it's cherry flavour.
Yeah. And I think they're quite tasty, to be honest. They're very easy to drink in the morning. Yeah. And these ones are just the simple yogurt, live yogurts.
So is this the same thing?
Oh, I love these
live yogurts are different to kefir because kefir has the grains in it. It's a fermented grain, whereas this is a yogurt that has got bacteria added in with it.
Yeah.
And then we've already mentioned the miso, but then you can also take things like supplements.
Do you need supplements?
Absolutely not. If you are happy to consume all of these types of things in your diet in a daily way, then you don't need them. But
and is this stuff that, we've spoken so many times about this, that you can get a lot of stuff in your natural diet anyway?
Yeah.
Or does it specifically exist in these kind of live yogurts?
Yeah, it needs to be in fermented foods and live foods. So you won't, naturally get it unless you're specifically adding these types of foods into your diet. But they're easy enough to add in. But I would say if, for example, you're dairy intolerant and you're unable to have the kefir or the yogurts, or you don't particularly like these foods, then you can go ahead and get
enough of it, but it's all great.
I can't believe we've finished this item already.
She gets through all the great stuff. She's all killer, no filler, this one. She's fantastic.
I have more to say.